Creator CEO Confessions. If this is your first time tuning in with me, I am Katrina Julia. I am a multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who craves creating community and cash to create it like a boss. I have walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, devaluing to purity, corporate to calling, and bondage to freedom, and continue to. And this series was inspired on sharing the real at a high level every single month. And this is a preview into manifesting March. So this is going to give you insight whether you are a entrepreneur, whether you're a side hustler, whether you are a CEO, on humanizing the journey, on thinking about ways that we grow, on thinking about how we choose to spend our time and whether we are in alignment or we self-sabotage. So that is what this Creator Confession series is all about. And if you subscribe to my email via the link in the video, you will get insights and the rundown of this in your inbox. Because if you're anything like me, you don't always like to listen, whether it's on a video like this, whether it is on a podcast, if you're tuning into my show, sometimes you just want to read. So I definitely go between all three, and that is why I do this. So I am filming this at my current Airbnb. I'm sitting on the balcony because the lighting is amazing in Phuket in Thailand. So in case you're wondering where I am filming this, if you are watching, and I'm sitting on the balcony, the beginning of the video showed my view. And so let's talk about from faith to wellness to wealth to marketing to business to travel and to community, and the intention of sharing real talk and the behind the scenes of a creator to CEO. And at the same time, what I've learned, you guys, is sometimes I share things avidly, and I've definitely grown in how much I share. But sometimes I hold certain things in as I'm learning, as I'm processing, as I'm elevating, because the thing is you don't always want other people's voices or noise in different things. So understand that from me sharing this too. So I aligned with manifesting in March in more ways than one. I spent my month in Bangkok, the first part of the month, and then the second part of the month I was in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I loved my spa day in the first week, and in the first week I had some down days with womanly time. Anyone else going through periomenopause? This whole side note, I've definitely improved, but I've definitely felt the impact of the week of the luteal phase. Hey, if you know, you know. And I went to an incredible spa that Sunday, visited the temples in Bangkok dressed as a Thai princess. I mean, if you're going to go to the temples, why not go dressed as a princess or as a prince or as a king, as a queen? Am I right? So you can definitely check that out on my binge-worthy Thailand playlist. And I share all about that. And I also have some videos on my Instagram with the behind the scenes of the costume company, Sense of Thai. They also did my hair with visiting Grand Palace and Wat Arun. And that is all on my YouTube channel too. And then I will have some podcast episodes coming up with recommendations and later on my top 10. So explored the floating market indoors at the Icon Siam, also on my YouTube channel, and went to a floating market outdoors. And that in a railway market, literally the train, you guys, comes towards you in the middle of the market while people are trying to take videos and selfies. It's like complete and utter incredible chaos. I played with elephants at an elephant sanctuary, because I'm pinching myself at all these things, because literally I started co-creating this back in 2010-ish, but it was also in my heart and in my soul years ago. I visited Kuala Lumpur for about 48 hours. And the world famous Raleigh Beach near Krabi 2 times in March. I visited more in April, and ended the month in Krabi, Thailand. Someone pinch me. So I like to set the tone on these series, if you're tuning in on the first time, with some amazing things that happened, whether it's adventure, whether it's community, whether it's co-creation, whatever the case may be. I continue to increase alignment all month with purpose, with priorities, and with people and profits. And my down days, just so you know, was about March 1st through the 3rd, and April is already much better. I've definitely adjusted a lot. So just so you know where I'm literally looking at the rundown of what I shared. So in case you're wondering what I'm looking at the rundown of the email that I blasted out to my amazing email list. Shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I completed the book Worthy by Jamie Kern Lima. Many of you may know that my word for the year is worthy. If you don't know, now you know. And I just listened to it for the second time. So many things have come up for me with worthy being my word. I completed 5,000 minutes of workouts tracked on the Peloton workout app. So Peloton always travels with me, literally. My alignment with abundance and actions elevated. And I did experience quite a bit of shadow work, clearing, healing, judgment around finances, around fears. So like, don't think just because you see me or anyone at a certain level, like we're not still growing. In fact, like to me, if you're not growing, you're literally dying. I welcomed, at the same time, I reached 3.9 million in B2B proposals. So you guys, that is blowing my brain, because years ago, I was in a state of scarcity, or in a state of, I must work 9 to 5 to get paid. Those are the only opportunities. Want. Like, I'm not making fun of anyone, but I'm emphasizing the scarcity mindset and the Charlie Brown teacher, right? However, as my soul and as my mind started to expand from business to business to exponential opportunities with multi-level marketing like Herbalife Nutrition, to online courses, to now TikTok shop, NFTs, and so many things, and deciding when, how, and where, and all of those things. So the fact that I'm even sharing that with aligned proposals is blowing my brain. At the same time, what's triggering and bringing things up is, why am I not receiving above and beyond? Like, what is within me to where I don't believe I am worthy of receiving, and or what else am I learning? How else am I being? And am I being worthy as I am? I align business to business to consumer launches, including 8+ shows, 25+ social media posts, an integration of my creator to cash into bundles with co-launches, over 3 co-launches. If you haven't checked out my creator to cash free toolkit yet, definitely check that out at bit.ly/create it like a boss. I welcomed over 100 students in the community alongside a bundle launch into my ebook, 75+ tools to create it. You can find that at fitlifecreation.com/guides. And I co-launched in a lucrative launch bundle. One of my podcast episodes, thank you, got more listens than I usually get in a week. The Creator CEO's Project Management episode. So definitely check that out on the show. I finished the pitch challenge in Brands Meet Creators, one of the communities that I am in right now. In completing my vision for 2024, I identified my top 3 priorities as one-on-one placements with creator to CEO and CMO work, retreats and co-living, and creator to CEO online experiences. And then media, or aligned media, is a number 4 on that. And I'm going to be talking about launching my TikTok shop that I just launched in April. That'll be coming up in my April Creator Confessions. I created my Creator CEO Community Circle. If you're not in that, it's completely free, you guys. I have challenges in there. I have the 75+ tips, tools, and tech. I have weekly Creator CEO opportunities that I share from different platforms that likely you do not know about, that I find these $3.9 million in proposals on as some of the insights into the value. To increase focus and save time, I further scaled my top 3 priorities with automation, delegation, set up a clear plan for next steps for my VA, my virtual assistant. If you don't know what that is, I completed I was clearer than ever on my launches, on business to consumer, on the flow, and even more. And one of the things I'm doing in 2024 that I've never done before is tracking my time, you guys. And it is radically showing me alignment, misalignment, self sabotage, and more. I completed 25 emails, 5 blogs, including the top 10 Egypt blog, the Creator CEO blog that ties to the show and the shows I mentioned. And then I shared where I was, where I went between Bangkok, Chiang Mai, 48 hours in Kuala Lumpur to easily renew my visa. So now let's talk about my 7 steps to success. So if you've tuned in with me in the past, you know I talk about this a lot. If you haven't, let me share. Spiritual, mental, emotional, relational, playful, physical, and financial. So spiritual, I stayed in consistent in Bible reading and listened to prayers in my own voice. I filmed over 3 videos on a Bible at the Beach series and uploaded those from Egypt. I finished Damaged Not Destroyed, Worthy, and 8 Rules of Love. I talked about the 5K minutes in March with the Peloton and workouts and doing workouts in Chiang Mai and workouts in Bangkok and having gyms in my Airbnb. Financially, I realized that my cash flow this year, you guys, is over 3,300% over 2023. So I'm not yet as stable as I would like to be in consistent 5K, 4K, 5K plus months. At the same time, I'm learning to recognize more and more and more the growth and recognizing like 33%, 3,300% is a big effing deal. And I'm living well below my means compared to last year. Like last year, like it's this common thread of worthlessness, right, is what I'm started to recognize massively. And then like last year and many years in the past, I was constantly living in this not enough state of under earning, of increasing debt, of living beyond my means. So like that was the common thread: not enough, unworthy, push, force, be frustrated. So this year, not only did the top line go up, that I'm super grateful for, however, and the bottom line of living within my means much, much more compared to prior years, and submitting and surrendering to the flow of saying, okay, I don't have to stay in the US again like I did. I can travel the world and get paid and make money, and even when I stay in Airbnb, spend a lot less than $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month in the United States, in a lot of places like in Atlanta where I was. So keeping that up, I also, beyond that, I had the best day trip in Chiang Mai with the elephants in an incredible national park. Definitely check that out on my binge-worthy YouTube. And finished B School Round 4. So I went through B School Round 4, including taking aligned action on updating my Creator to Cash landing page and several other actions and clarity, from priorities to launches and more. I went through breath work with Samantha Skelly. I completed Cash Flow Confidential with Jamie C. I participated massively in the social curator community with Jasmine Starr and the Brands Meet Creators community as well. So in March, I also completed the Cash Flow Confidential course. I completed my continuing professional education hours for my CPA license, and also started to realize different things that I've done to not just please people, but to please the parents, right? So just different things come up, and then increasing and elevating my energy even further in ways in March that really, really have set me up for an abundant April. Like today, I have a meeting coming up with someone that filled out my assessment for the Bali retreat that I'm running an early bird special. More is coming up on that. And a meeting with a yoga studio on doing ongoing influencer marketing and or creator CMO slash management work as well. So let me know. I'd be curious to know with my creator CEO confessions, our creator confessions, like what's coming up for you, what you're curious about. If you dived into any of my YouTube videos, any of the other episodes. And the other thing I wanted to emphasize as I close this video and this episode is think about how you end your week. Think about how you celebrate in gratitude your days and your weeks. And not only that, but one of the things I implemented, you guys, in 2024, beyond, or you ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, all the things. One of the things I implemented in 2024, besides the time management, is Fun Fridays. Because I realized more and more and more, I used to have Flex Fridays, but now I realize, wait a minute, it's such a powerful statement of abundance to unplug and do something fun. That's something also that I share on my email newsletter, from the concept of the fun and freedom Fridays to what I do on them. Like last week, I went to Hong Island, not to be confused with Hong Kong. That is also on my YouTube channel at Limitlessglobalgirl. So leave a review, comment down below. If you're listening on YouTube, if you are listening on the show, leave a review, and hit that subscribe button, add it to your favorites, and remember, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to.